Sisters Crave Indie. Welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a while since I opened up my, well actually that's a lie. I open my camera often, but it's been a while since I've actually edited and posted something. But here we are. I am in Hawaii. So I had to make it do what it do because right now I'm in my bedroom, but eventually we'll be in my studio. We're making it into an office slash studio in the other room, but until then, hey. Okay, so let's get right into the story time. So also, if you guys see me move or back up out the way, like the light might be a little bit too much. Okay, so I was messing with this guy. We're gonna call him, should I even name him? Because honestly, he's in the story because he's why this story even happened, but I don't know. We're just gonna call him this guy. I don't know. So I was talking to this guy, right, and we have been talking for like a while, like a few months. Like we even went on a trip together and everything. So you know, we was chilling. So at this time I did not have a car. Like I was Uber queen, spending money left to right, Uber and Uber, and if I wasn't Ubering, you know, somebody was picking me up or something. So I guess he had gifted his daughter a car like a few years prior, and around this time she already had a new car. Her mom gave her one, and yeah, so she didn't need her old car anymore, so I guess she was trying to get rid of it. Mind y'all, this was a gift that he gave his daughter. At first he told me, oh, if you got $300, you know, you can get this car that my daughter got. And I'm like, oh, what? Mind y'all, at the time, this is my man. Well, I'm whatever. Yeah, I call him my man. He was my man at this time. So I'm like, okay, period. Like, cool. So I guess he finally talked to his daughter like, oh, she needs a car. This is what he tells me. She needs a car, so I'm just gonna give it to her. They changed the price, upped it to $400. I think he upped it to $400 because he said he had got something done on it or got something fixed. So he was just trying to pay himself back. Red flag number one. Okay, I don't know how y'all think about things like this, but if I'm with the man, I don't expect you to pay for every little thing. But something like that, I feel like that was petty. I don't know. I feel like that was petty. Like, just pay for it. But okay, cool. He gives me the car. I buy it. Cool. He tells me before I brought the car, he was like, the only thing that's probably wrong with it is like, no headlight, and I think he said it needed an oil change. I'm like, okay, cool, that's nothing. I can pay for that. I can get that fixed. Y'all, I'll get the car. Okay, one headlight missing. Okay, cool. I see it needs an oil change. Okay, cool. AC does not work. Mind y'all, I live in Arizona. I live in Arizona, and I know y'all probably thinking like, oh, just go put some stuff in it. The point being is, you didn't tell me that was the problem. One day I'm at my mom's house. Mind you, this is 2 days after I brought the car. I'm at my mom's house and I go somewhere and I go to start the car. It's not starting up. Like I'm turning, it's not starting up. I'm thinking in my head like, I know there's nothing wrong with the gas. Like what's going on? So I call his phone. I'm like, the car's not working, blah, blah, blah. He was like,
well, did you check under the hood? Did you fix the wire?
And I'm thinking in my head like, he was like, did you fix something? I'm thinking in my head like, what are you talking about? So I check under the hood. Nothing is wrong under the hood or whatever. He's like, did you move the wire around? I'm like, yeah, no, I don't know. Like, what are you talking about? Because mind you, he didn't tell me this is something I would probably have to do. He didn't tell me that the car had sometimes did this. So he calls his mobile mechanic out or whatever, and they come and look at the car and they fix it because this is a mobile mechanic. He has fixed this car before, so he knew exactly what was wrong with it. I guess like one of the wires connected to the battery was kind of loose or something, so he had to like tighten it back up or something. Mind y'all, I'm not thinking to check for the battery or okay, actually we did check for the battery. We actually hooked it up to my mom's car to give it a jump, and that wasn't a problem. So yeah, something like that, because you did not tell me that this is something that the car did. So I'm like, okay, cool. He fixes it, fine. And you know, I guess my man, he paid for it before he even came out. He like sent him the money. So that same night I go over to his house or whatever, and we're sitting there chilling or whatever, and he's like,
oh yeah, and I need that $30.
I'm like, $30 for what? He's like, you know, I had my mechanic come out and I told y'all to just look under the hood and fix the wire. I was like, what? Y'all, I was just sitting there like, this is what was going on in my mind. I'm like, are you for real? I feel like that was so petty. That was strike number 2, $30. what? So that baffled me. So I'm like, it is what it is. I give him the little funky $30. I'm like, cool. Okay, cool. So I thought that was weird too. I didn't say anything at that moment, but I did bring it up like a few days later. Like, I didn't like that you asked for the money back. He was like, well, if you guys would just listen to me and fix what it was, he wouldn't have had to came out and I wouldn't have had to pay him. I'm like, you didn't disclose that this would be an issue. If he would have ran down, if he would have told me the car has a broken headlight, needs oil, AC doesn't work, sometimes the battery shuts off, and mind y'all, we haven't even got to the other part. We gonna get there. If he would have told me those things, I would not have brought the car. $400 or not, that's still so much work. Like, just to put back into the car. So I'm like, okay, cool. Mind y'all, also the car had this annoying ticking sound. I guess it came from the AC. Mind y'all, I don't get no AC. I keep saying mind y'all, my bad. I don't get any AC, but I have the noise that I have to deal with every time I cut the car on. Okay, so this keeps going on for a little bit. And at first the car was driving cool or whatever without those little issues. Okay, cool. So let's fast forward a little bit. Me and him, we kind of stopped talking. We didn't stop talking, but we stopped talking. He was still calling, check in, but we just low-key stopped talking because I don't do situationships. We're not about to be talking and doing X, Y, and Z, and you're not my man, I'm not your woman. We're not claiming each other like that. He was like, oh, I'm still getting to know you, da-da-da-da. And I have another story time I want to tell y'all about too that went with him, but like, yeah. And I'm like, bro, like, I'm sitting here telling you, like, I'm ready to do X, Y, and Z. Like, his whole thing was on why he couldn't fully commit to the situation is because I told him I don't do no 50-50. I'm not coming in here and paying no bills. That doesn't mean I won't buy groceries or something like that, but I'm not doing that, and that's something that he wanted. Or he was like, we can do like 70-30. I don't know. That's just not mine. I don't. You do what you want. Women, y'all do what y'all want. Men, find a woman that does what you want, but I'm not doing that. So, yeah, and it just didn't work out. So, let's fast forward. I had to drive all the way to Scottsdale, and if you're from Arizona, you know Scottsdale from Glendale is like a good 40 minutes. So, this morning I had court because I had like a traffic ticket. So I'm like, okay, cool, I got my car. Of course, y'all know also if Glendale to Scottsdale is a 40-minute drive, imagine what the Uber or Lyft prices would be. High, especially early in that morning. Like during traffic, it would be super high. So I'm on my way to court, and the car was working fine, going fine. So I'm driving, and as I'm going, he was telling me before, like, make sure the car doesn't overheat. Like, make sure it stays like in the middle, because sometimes I guess it had a history of sometimes overheating, but he said he got it fixed. And mind y'all, for the first few weeks or so, it was fixed. It wasn't overheating. I was able to drive distance without the car doing anything. So I'm like, okay, cool. I'm driving to Scottsdale. Mind y'all, I'm trying to get there because low-key I'm already late, and I'm literally going there for traffic, so I shouldn't even be driving. So I shouldn't even be driving my car. So I'm getting there. I'm on the highway. I'm like 10 minutes away, maybe 10-15 minutes away from the courts. Why does the thing reach up? It starts overheating basically. It's all the way at the top. And I'm noticing it's kind of getting a little harder to drive, and I'm getting scared because I'm like, I gotta get there. I'm on the highway. I cannot stop on the highway. Like, I was scared. So I'm putting the pedal to the metal. I am beating it down. And in hindsight, when your car is overheating, don't try to make it go faster. Don't do that. That's just going to ruin your engine even more. Like, don't do that. Literally pull over. So, but mind y'all, it was my first time ever being in this situation with my car overheating, so I wasn't used to that at all. Okay, so I'm on the highway and I'm pushing the pedal to the metal. So the car starts making like this little and it's just making it as I'm driving, but I'm scared because I'm on the highway. I'm like, Lord, just let me, I'm praying. I'm like, Lord, just let me get off this highway, let me get over. So I'm like, if I just don't stop the car, it'll be fine. At this point, I'm getting off on my exit I'm supposed to be getting off on. I'm literally 6 minutes away from the court. Bro, I was so irritated. I get off the exit. It's literally a green light. This lady in front of me, I don't know what her deal was, but she stops. And she is going so slow. So because she's going so slow and she's stopping, I had to stop the car. I stopped the car in the middle of the street. Bro, the car cuts off. It cuts off. I start to panic. I put the car in park. I instantly call my mom. I don't know what it is, but whenever you're like in a situation that you're not sure of or you scared, I know it's me. I call my mom. And mind you, my mom, she's like 40 minutes away. So she's like, oh my gosh. I call her. I'm like, Mom, my car just overheated. I'm in the middle of the street, blah, blah. Mind y'all, while I'm on the phone, these two, thank God for them. Because I'm like, God, please, please help me. I'm literally praying because I'm scared, y'all. I'm literally 6 minutes away from the car. I'm not supposed to be driving my car anyway. So I'm scared. So these two kind gentlemen, they're on the side of me and they're like, do you need some help? Because I stopped the car and I put my hazards on and I get out the car. So they're like, do you need some help? I'm like, yes, 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 please help me. So so I get back in the car and thankfully it was like a gas station right there. So I get in the car and they push me into the parking lot. At this point, I'm late. I'm late for court. So I'm like, oh, what the freak. So they pushed me in there. They could only push me halfway because of course their truck is in the middle of the street as well. So they was like, this is what we can do. I'm like, thank y'all, that's it. So they go back to their car and now I'm just like, my car's in the middle of the gas station. They couldn't push it to a pump. They didn't push it into a parking lot. So I'm like, so I started doing it myself. I put the car in neutral, y'all, and I start pushing that bad boy. Like, what else can I do? What else can I do? So I started doing that, and thankfully again, I see this guy, and he's at the pump, and I guess he was just stopping there. He was on his lunch break. He was like, you need some help? I'm like, yes, I need some help. So he comes over and he starts helping me push. Mind y'all, the car is not working, so I'm doing the best I can. And he's like, he was like, you need to steer the wheel, steer the wheel. I'm trying to, but the wheel is hard. The wheel is stiff, okay? We finally get in there after like 3 minutes of pushing and, you know, we finally get it in there. So he's trying to talk to me. I'm like, I gotta go to court. Like, I don't want to talk to you. No way. Anyway, ew. So my job, while he's helping me, he was like, you gonna give me a hug or something for this? Like, I hate men like that. If you cannot just help a woman in need, in distress, without thinking you're supposed to get something, just don't help. Just don't help. So I'm just like, no. So I go inside the store because mind y'all, he said he on break, but he's sitting here waiting at his pump, thinking I'm about to come talk to him. So I go in the store, talk to the owner, like, can I, because it wasn't like a big chain gas station. It was like a family-owned gas station. So I talked to the owner, like, my car's right there. It just went out. Can I please come back in like an hour or so? They're like, yeah, you're good. So I come back out the store. I literally walk right past his pump. I'm not trying to talk about nothing. I walk right past his pump. I go back to my car and I go and sit in my car. He finally pulls off like 2 minutes later talking about some, yelling out his window talking about some, he finally leaves 2 minutes later or whatever. So I called me an Uber because y'all, I gotta go to court. I'm not trying to have a warrant. A little late, but not late enough. So I get in there and thankfully judgment did go in my favor that day. So judgment did go in my favor, but okay, cool. I'm still thinking about my car. So I leave up out of there and I call me another Uber, of course. All I can do is call me an Uber. So I called me another Uber and my Uber driver was so nice. So I'm sitting in the car and he was like this French guy, I want to say. I don't know. I actually don't know what he is, so I don't want to just put something on him. But he was like super sweet and he had like a little accent. So he's driving me back to my car and I'm telling him like, yeah, this is my car right here. It overheated, blah, blah, blah. He's like, oh, really? And I'm not going to do his voice. But he's like, oh, really? And I'm like, yes. So he pulls me in front of my car and I'm thinking, of course, he's just about to drop me off and let me be. This man, he goes and he parks his car and he's like, let me see if I can look at it. I'm like, oh, word? He's like, word. He didn't say word, but yeah. So he goes into my hood and he's looking at it. He was like, oh yeah, my job, I don't really got no coolant in it or nothing. It's like, you need some coolant or something. We need to go put that in. I'm like, okay, well, I can book another Uber, blah, blah, blah. He was like, no, I take you free of charge. So y'all, we go to AutoZone and I know y'all probably gonna say like, and I think I might still have, I do have the pictures. I'm gonna put them up here. So, and I know y'all might say like, girl, what is wrong with you going with a stranger? And I don't know, y'all. I'm a little rebellious like that. I've always been like that since my teenage years. Like, I don't be scared. I don't walk into things with fear because I feel like when you do walk into things being fearful, that's when bad things happen. I always go in with a positive mind I'm good, okay? And I was good. So he taking me on AutoZone. We're in there looking for the coolant and stuff, and he buys the biggest one. I try to pay for it. He's like, no, I got it. I'm like, oh, okay, thank you. And cool. He buys me coolant from there, and he also brought me windshield fluid for some reason. No, he brought that at the gas station. What did he buy? Oh, oil. He brought me coolant and oil at the thingy because he also looked at my car and I was still low on oil. So he brought both of those and I'm like, oh, thank you so much. So we get back in the car. Mind you, the entire time I'm still riding in the back seat like I'm an Uber patient. I mean, not patient, Uber person, whatever. I'm still riding in the back seat and he's just in the front. So we go back to my car and he starts doing the work. He gets straight to work and I'm like, ah, I love a man. So he starts going to work on my car and he's putting everything in. Mind you, my car is still running hot, so it's still taking some time. And he's just sitting there talking to me, giving me tips and tricks about it. I'm like, okay, cool. We're outside the gas station. Mind you, there's other people like who work there. They're coming to check on me because, mind you, at this point in time, my car has low-key been there for like an hour, going on 2 hours. So, they're coming in and out, like checking on me and checking on them and stuff or whatever. So I'm like, oh, I'm about to go get some water or something. I'm thirsty. This man hands me $20. No, first he handed me $20. Yeah, he hands me $20. He's like, go get you something to drink. I'm like, okay, cool. I go get me something to drink, and
I'm having one of those moments. 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 I'm having one of...
okay, my bad, y'all. So he gives me like $20 and he's like, go get something to drink or whatever. So I go in there, I get me something to drink, I bring him some water or whatever. Cool. He was like, keep the rest, keep the change. I'm like, okay, cool, perfect. Perfect. So he fills that all up. He's like, so we're gonna sit here and wait for. I'm like, oh, you really don't have to wait. I'm so sorry. Thank you for being so kind, but you don't have to wait here with me. He's like, no, I just want to make sure you get back, because I told him like I live 40 minutes away. He was like, I can follow you home if you want. I'm like, no, it's okay. But I lived in a apartment thingy anyway, so even if he did follow me home, he wouldn't know exactly where I stayed. But like, no thank you. So he's like, okay, cool. So he does all of that. We're still just sitting there waiting, and I don't know, for some reason he looked at my windshield fluid thingy. He was like, do you need some of this too? And I'm like, I don't know. He was like, here, take this, go get some. So I go back inside and I buy some windshield fluid wiper because he told me to. And we tried pouring it in and it has a hole in the pump. And I think also the coolant thing also had a hole in the pump because it wouldn't stay filled. So that was another thing. Thermostat. Okay, so let's go down the list of all the things wrong with this car so far. One headlight, no AC, thermostat is messed up. The internal thermostat is messed up. That's why the car kept overheating. Also overheating, that goes fine. No AC, thermostat is messed up, broken headlight, no oil, broken pump. I know it's something else I'm missing out, but so much stuff wrong with this car. And the guy that I'm talking to, like, I'm telling him, like, I told him this too, like, why would you give me a car with all these issues? He's like, well, it wasn't my car. How am I supposed to know? Maybe check it out. I don't know. Don't just tell me, like, and I know y'all probably thinking like, well, you should have had a mechanic look at it or something. I'm not thinking that the man I'm talking to is about to like cheat me or something. And I hate to say cheated because I don't feel cheated. I'm really thankful that I got the car because it did help me get from A to B when it was working. But it was just so many issues with the car. Like, that car cut off on me so many times in the middle of the road. It was pitiful. So anywho, the windshield fluid thingy is broken. The pump is broken. The hose is broken. So it's just literally pouring out the bottom of the car. I'm like, oh, stop it. It's not working. It's not working. He's like, oh, well, here, just keep it. Just have it. I'm like, okay, cool. So at this point, he's like, okay, well, I think I'm going to get going now. You got everything. Just stay here for a little bit. Because mind you, I tried to cut my car back on, and it was cutting back on. But it was still like, it was still high in the overheating section or whatever. So I'm like, okay, cool. So he leaves and he's like, I'm gonna stay in the area, so just in case you need me, I'll be around. Mind y'all, this was my Lyft driver. I have known this man literally now, I guess, for an hour. He picked me up from court and he did all these things for me for free. Mind y'all, he didn't ask for my number or nothing. So I'm like, okay, cool. Oh, well, we did exchange numbers when he was about to leave. He was like, here, I'm gonna stay in the area just in case you need me again or whatever, or if you want me to follow you home, let me know. I'm like, okay, cool. I stay at the gas station probably for like probably like 10-15 minutes. So I was like, okay, I'm 40 minutes away from home. I need to start getting home. I need to at least ease closer to home because I don't want to be all the way over here and just like, I'm not stranded. Of course, if it really came down to it, I could call my mom and she would come and get me, but I know how my mom is. She don't want to drive. She don't want to drive 40 minutes for sure. And I just didn't want to hear her mouth, low-key. So I'm just like, I'm gonna just thug it out. So I'm sitting there for a little bit or whatever. And I finally was like, let me just pull off. No, I called him first and I was like, all right, I think I'm about to leave. And I know, because he told me to go to this, he told me to take the streets back home. But I feel like taking the streets back home would have been way longer. It probably would have overheated way faster. But yeah, I just didn't want to do that. So I get on the highway and I start driving. As soon as I get on the highway, bro, it starts easing back up so fast. Like, it's easing up so freaking fast. I get off the highway. I call him. I'm like, I'm still over here. It just overheated again. I just put off on the side of the road. He's like, where you at? I'm like, I'm in X, Y, and Z. Like, I don't even know the area or whatever. So I sent him like my location or whatever through, because I had an iPhone. He had an iPhone. I sent him my location. He comes to me. He was like, well, I can follow you down the street to, it was like a big plaza. And he was like, you can just let your car sit and cool down over there while you just walk around the shop or something. I'm like, okay, that don't bother me. Because I love a little shop and I love to shop. So I was like, I can just do that. You're right. So I drive my car down there. He's following behind me. We get in there. He's like, is everything okay? I'm like, yeah, I'm okay. I'm just like annoyed. At this point, I'm annoyed. Because like, what the freak? So we get over there and he's like, all right, so you're going to stay here for a little bit? I'm like, yeah, I'm just going to probably wait here for an hour. That should be enough time to let it cool down. He's like, all right, well, I'm going to stay in the area. Just let me know if you need anything. This man then goes into his wallet and he pulls out $40. And he's like, here, just keep this and maybe just go get some food or something. I'm like, okay, cool. I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I like that. So, my job. I have never met this man a day after this. After this day, I have never talked to him and I've never seen him again. So I went in there and I went and got me some food. No, did I get food there? I didn't get food there because it was like a little plaza, but it wasn't really a shopping center. It was like just a little rinky-dink store. So I didn't really get anything. So I'm just like, okay, cool. While I'm there, I called the guy who gave me the card and I'm running down a story to him. He's acting like, oh yeah, that's good. Well, I'm happy someone helped you, blah blah. I'm like, yeah, I'm happy too. And honestly, that phone call, it honestly made me realize like this man is really not my person at all. Because even after we stopped talking, he was like, what he say? I forgot. But I don't know. Even after we stopped talking, he like tried to like come back again, and I was just like, I would have tried, but no. I don't know what he thought I would be like as a girlfriend, but I don't know, because TMI, but I just gave my man $1,000 for his birthday for stocks, and his birthday is not until next month, and I still got more stuff planned. So I'm never a gold digger. I'm never just after a man for his money or anything like that. Like, I buy shit too. I trick too. But me saying that I didn't want to be like 50-50 and I wasn't paying no bills, he couldn't handle that. And honestly, no, I'm not paying no bills. Only bill I pay is my phone bill. And half the time I barely be paying that. My phone ain't never off, but it gets paid, okay? But yeah, so that's just a quick little story time of the time where a complete stranger was an angel. And I was just like, God is so real. When God cannot like physically be there, when God can't do anything, he will send people to work on his behalf. And I truly believe that, because there's no way, the way everything happened, I'm sitting in the middle of the street and I'm like, please God, please help me. I literally said, please God, please help me. 2 seconds later, the 2 people, they rode up, pushed it into the parking lot. Because imagine if I was to sit in the middle of the street and the police came, I was gonna go to jail, especially, probably, yeah. On my way to court, not supposed to be driving, yeah, for sure. So that was just a good day. So I'm just so thankful, and ever sees this, I don't know if he will, but thank you, stranger. But yeah, that's all I got for you guys today. I just really wanted to record something. I'm trying to get back more active. I'm not trying, I will be back more active. But yeah, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. Please, please, please like this video. Like all my other videos. Go watch the other story times. And I don't know if I have it, but if I do, it should be like a hype button, and just hype me up. I just push my videos out to other people. And yeah, my social media is Crave Indie, and that's all I got. Bye. Oh wait, if you guys have a story time, a confession, or anything of that sorts that you want me to read on my channel, please send it to indielistens@outlook.com and I will read it. The story can be anonymous, and yeah. But yeah, bye. I'll try to edit this. I know I keep saying bye. I'll try to edit this today and have it posted by like tomorrow, and yeah, we'll see. But bye guys.